All military facilities and armies deployment around the world follows the same rule, which is that military facilities and armies are not allowed to be built around facilities where children, women, and the elderly are housed. They are not allowed to be built near civilian facilities that have nothing to do with war. This is an international convention that any legitimate state power must follow when preparing for war. During World War II, international conventions clearly stipulated rules about bombs could not be used, battles could not involve civilians, and that public facilities could not be attacked, especially women, children, and the elderly. The Chinese Communist Party seized power in 1949 after World War II. The provisions of international conventions apply to the CCP too. Let me tell you what the CCP's strategy is regarding this issue. The CCP will use children as hostages to wage war against Taiwan or against the United States. All kindergartens are its covering facilities, as well as nursing homes. Use the elderly as hostages to start a war, destroy Taiwan, and destroy the United States. The third type is hospitals. Hospitals are places where sick people get treated and saved. The CCP uses hospitals and sick people as hostages and cover facilities to wage a war against Taiwan and the United States. Also in China, the city center areas, the most crowded places, are all CCP's military facilities. They use the people as hostages and weapons. They hold the people hostage as a cover. The cities with big populations are the CCP's protection. Just like Changchun, during lockdown, the CCP can starve the people to death inside the city, and that way, the CCP bets the US and Taiwan don't dare to attack the cities. It is extremely evil, even ISIS won't be able to compare. The Chinese people don't even know this is how the CCP treats them. Once a war breaks out, you have to sacrifice all the Chinese people to get them. Where are Jiang Zemin in Shanghai, the Provincial Party Committee of Fujian, the Armed Forces of Fujian, and the Military Region of Fujian? They have one principle: the CCP leader's safety comes first. Even if all the people die, the leaders cannot die. The CCP's military facilities are all located in the most populated area, under the ground of the schools and hospitals. What you haven't seen yet is that the CCP will be exposed later. All underground optical fiber communications facilities. All the same across China. They are all in places where there are party organizations. The underground is covered with 1.8 meter thick cement, military cement. Where all these concrete bunkers are located, there are communications facilities. In the CCP's communication command facilities, those used for receiving information do not send information. Those send information don't receive. The information receiving and sending facilities are separated. So what is this military facility system for? So you won't be able to hit it. There are bunkers below these concrete bunkers. The upper half of the bunkers are operational facilities, and the lower half is to shelter the CCP leader. What the CCP wants is that even if all the Chinese people die, the leader must be alive. The CCP leaders come first. In all mankind, the only military organization with such an evil intention, and this kind of bunker design, is the CCP. This is one of the critical pieces of information I wanted to share. Another key issue now is to see that the CCP says its military facilities are for Taiwan, but in fact they are all for the United States. After the war in Iraq and Yugoslavia, as of the CCP's strategic military deployments, the CCP spent $200 billion to build this system. But actually the vast majority of the money was embezzled or used on facilities to protect the CCP's top leaders from military attack. Actually, most of the CCP's military facilities are defensive facilities, but their attacking facilities are all for mass destruction. Many of them are nuclear bomb bunkers. Destructive bunkers, which means, if the US launch the attack towards the CCP, the missiles hit anywhere, there will be nuclear bombs. This means the US won't make a move without mass destruction. When the US or Taiwan attacks the CCP, their missiles won't find the CCP leaders, not even a cadre, without killing all the Chinese people first, especially the children and the elderly. This is CCP's strategy called state kidnapping, state terrorism, and war terrorism on the Chinese people. The CCP is the ultimate evil of mankind. It was after the wars in Yugoslavia and Iraq. The CCP decided that they would not go anywhere else, they would stay with the Chinese people. When the war comes, with that strategy, even if all the people die, the officials of the CCP will not die. Even the low-level PLA soldiers won't die before countless Chinese people die. In the future, people will find the layout of the CCP's military deployment to understand. Tens of thousands of posts across China, the CCP kidnapped the Chinese people. This is unprecedented and critical information about the CCP.